Hi learners, welcome back. Now we are entering to the second week of the program. Today's topic is automation in in-house operations, especially in acquisition and cataloging. So if you go for the recap, the last class we discussed the history of IT in libraries, IT and its components, impact of IT on library services, and information technology based services in libraries, part 1 and part 2. These are the topics which you already covered. I hope these lectures have provided a solid foundation and sparked ideas for further exploration into the IT application in libraries. This concept which we have already discussed will serve as a building blocks for upcoming topics. And today we are going to discuss on the housekeeping operations, especially in the acquisition section and the cataloging. There we have giving a small introduction about that, and there is some definition on automation. And we are having a detailed discussion on acquisition module, cataloging module, and online public access catalog. Then we will have the conclusion part. If you think of library automation, the term automation was first introduced by D.S. Harder in 1936. Library automation means, we can say, it's the use of computers and software to handle different library tasks like cataloging, acquisition, circulation of books, keeping track of borrowed items, and finding information from various sources, answering the queries of users by using reference sources. So making library resources digital and using technology to manage things more efficiently. Library automation generally it will help the libraries run more smoothly, saving time and making easier for people to find and use the resources what they need. If you see the definition of library automation, the Oxford English Dictionary defines automation as, quote, application of automatic control to any branch of industry or science by extension the use of electronic or mechanical devices to replace the human labor, unquote. So this is a definition, is a general definition about the automation, where Simpson and Werner define it is a application of automatic control, that means the application of computers to any branch of industry or science by using the electronic or mechanical devices, especially to replace the human labor. Another definition you will find the LA glossary, which define another definition on library automation we will find in the LA glossary of library and information science, that defines automation as, quote, the performance of an operation, a self-activating series of operations, or a process by self-activating, self-controlling, or automatic means. Automation implies the use of automatic data processing equipment such as computer or other labor-saving devices. The LA Glossary of Library and Information Science define automation as the performance of an operation, a self-activating series of operations, or a process by self-activating, self-controlling, or automatic means. Automation implies the use of automatic data processing equipment such as computer or other labor-saving devices. Unquote. We will find library automation given by Encyclopedia of Library and Information Sciences. The library automation is the use of automatic and semi-automatic data processing machines to perform such traditional library activities as acquisitions, cataloging, and circulation. These activities are not necessarily performed in traditional ways. The activities themselves are those traditionally associated with the libraries. Library automation may thus be distinguished from related fields such as information retrieval, automatic indexing, abstracting, and automatic textual analysis. So, in this definition, everything is clear, and each and every aspects of library automation has been mentioned in detail, starting from the traditional library activities like acquisition, cataloging, circulation. And these activities are not necessarily performed by traditional ways, using some sort of automation methods which can be used for information retrieval or automatic indexing or abstracting. Then we are moving to the next topic. What is the need for library automation? The first and foremost need of library automation, as you know, to increase staff productivity. The first and foremost need of library automation is to increase the staff productivity. Okay, if you are using the machines, you can save a lot of time, which we generally use for our traditional method of working. It will also give a better management of physical as well as digital resources. We can easily manage the various resources, even it is literature, books, or magazines, journals, whatever resources will be there. Both digital and other resources we can easily manage if you are with the automated system. And it will provide the remote access. You can access the content which is available in the library from remote locations. And it offers flexibility in information search. According to your need, according to your requirements, you can search the documents according to your information requirements. And cooperation and resource sharing among library networks. The computer or automation, which will give a network of libraries, they can share their resources, they can share their services to their clients, borrowing from other libraries. So some sort of cooperation or resource sharing can be done by using this library automation. And obviously, it will enhance the security of library resources. Okay, so these are the major need for library automation. And if you say modules of library automation, there are different modules you'll find. The acquisition module, cataloging module, circulation module, and serial control modules. So these are the modules. That means the normal routine activities which you are doing in our housekeeping operations of a library. That is acquisition. That means you are acquiring the documents, cataloging the documents, and circulating, issuing and returning the books, or serials control, especially for the periodical section. So all these major sections, you will find there is a automation. We can automate all these sections. That is why if you are purchasing any software, you will find such a type of modules in different automation modules and in these different sections which represent different sections. Okay, if you say about the acquisition module, you know, acquisition is its term indicates, acquire the reading materials. In the acquisition section, we are acquiring the reading materials. That means the books, electronic materials, maps, and the charts. And it will streamline and enhance the acquisition of materials for the library's collection. And it involves several automated processes to reduce manual labor, then to improve the accuracy and ensure timely management of orders and the payments. And the primary purpose of automated acquisition system is to effectively manage and control document procurement. Document procurement means purchasing of documents, purchasing of books, electronic books or printed books, and including the request, approvals, purchase orders, and the budget. So all these areas which are related to acquisition section, that has to be automated. If you say about the functions of acquisition section, okay, what are the major functions of acquisition section? Acquisition, it is mainly we are purchasing documents, or in other words, we'll say procurements of the documents. So first of all, if you want to purchase a document, you have to procure a document. The first requirement is you have to select the document. So document selection is the first function of the acquisition section or acquisition module. So you can have document selections, how to select the documents. Okay, many libraries, they ask the request from the users. If it is in a university library, they will ask the request from the head of the departments. Head of the department will request faculty members according to the requirements. So once we receive the requirements in the library, then that we have to, committee will be select the books among this request by considering the budget and the availability of the documents. So in this document selection, we can, if you use the acquisition module, the sending request to collect the information or the need of the users or the faculty members, we can use email. Automatically we can send the email to the faculty members. We can ask the requirements, and checking the duplication of documents or checking the availability of the documents can be done. If it is an automated system, it will be easily can done while checking that catalog or OPAC. The next function is ordering. Once you selected the book or documents for purchasing, you have to send the order through vendors. So that ordering you can do now using such a type of a module. We will have the list of vendors. We can automatically generate the letters, and the document detail can be collected from various sources, and that can be sent to the vendors immediately for the ordering. Once the order is accepted, we will have the verification of the documents. Then you can also make a payment through online. And your budget automatically it will control. Budget control system is also be available in the acquisition section, in this acquisition module. And once your purchasing is over, then you have to accessioning the document. In the accessioning, what we are doing is the documents, whatever you purchased, everything was clear, then you will be entering the documents into our accession register. Okay, entering the document into accession register, you can put into manually, but you can create a database of these documents with bibliographical details. That will be helpful to keep a record of your accession register. And in this acquisition, we can have these various processes. First, we can say a document request. As you said, we will be requesting document, and we will be pre-order or duplicate checking and obtaining approval. Then we have the order placement, then receiving the documents, then invoice or processing and accessioning, then payment and follow-up. So what we discussed earlier now, this is we are making in the form of a flow chart. So you'll be having a flow of the function or the process which is going on the acquisition module. Okay, all these steps or this process, will be, we can smoothly we can perform if you have a automated acquisition section. So all these processes, if you starting from the document request to the payment and the follow-up, you can use your acquisition module. That is the beauty of application of IT in the housekeeping operations. Let us see next area, that is the components of automated acquisition section or acquisition system. So what are the different components, different important parts you will find in the acquisition system? You may have master database, you will have the acquisition process, and you will be having the reports. Acquisition process we already discussed, okay, how we are doing this process. Now we'll be discussing about various the databases which you have to create in the acquisition system, and we have to generate the reports to various process and activities of the acquisition system. Okay, let us go through the master databases. In master database, you will find different files. Okay, the first file we can say authority file. In authority file, which store essential information about authors, publishers, and subject terms, ensuring data consistency and preventing duplication. Okay, so every library we have to keep an authority file. So with this master database of acquisition system, you can easily develop an authority file. Okay, it may contains information about the authors, publishers, subject terms, so that it will give a consistency in the data and it will avoid the duplication. And we also need a database of vendor. Okay, a detailed database that records information such as contact details, area of specialization, that means the subject areas where the vendors are dealt with, and the vendor performance. Okay, so for that purpose, we should have a database of vendors. And to controlling your budget, we need a budget master. This component manages financial details, including fund allocation. This component manages financial details, including fund allocation and tracking of budget usage. So other databases you will find in the master databases are currency master. Currency master stores information on currency exchange rates essential for handling foreign purchases. If you purchase a book from abroad or the publishers from abroad, so we need to have the currency exchange rate. So for the purpose, we will have a master database on currency master. And we will have another database on correspondence. This database keeps formats for purchase orders, reminders, cancellation notices, and other communication. And we have another database which contains different types of documents. It's like that different databases of books, electronic books, CDs available, and the conference proceedings for efficient handling of these resources. And if we say about the reports, you will have the report. That is, there are two types of report you will find. First one is the system generates various reports for acquisition tracking, vendor performance. The next part is reports. The system generates various reports for acquisition. The acquisition system generally generates acquisition tracking, vendor performance report, budgeting report, and the report for outstanding orders. So these reports generally assist library staff in day-to-day operations and provide management insights for strategic decisions. So these reports, it will become a records for the acquisition systems about the tracking of acquisition, performance of vendors, and the budget utilized, and various outstanding orders. Okay. So next is pattern-driven acquisition. The system supports pattern-driven acquisition, particularly for ebooks, that will allowing users to request or access materials. Here, the user is considered a patron. Patron is giving the freedom to request or to access the material. When usage reaches a certain threshold, such as viewing or downloading a set of number of pages, the library purchases the material on the user's demand. Whereas if you are having usage downloads, it reaches a particular points, then it is indicated that the document or the documents having more demand. So based on this usage, the library will purchase the material based on the user's demand. That is known as pattern-driven acquisition, PDA. And if you go for the benefits of automated acquisition section or acquisition system, which we already in the introduction part, we already had some discussion on it. We can have some details. That is, it will be improving the efficiency of the acquisition system. Not only efficiency of the system, it will also helpful for the library staff, those who are working in the acquisition section, to easily they can select the documents, sending the orders, and making the payments. And accuracy is another important aspect of automated acquisition section. The system is controlled by the computer and a set of programs. So the result will be always accurate. And we'll have a proper budget control over it. The budget control section of the acquisition module, it will take care of the budget. And the transparency, okay, everything is on the system and anybody can access, anybody can search it, and this will work. The acquisition system will work according to the set of rules which have been already designed. So we can give 100% transparency in the acquisition module or acquisition process. We can give 100% transparency in the acquisition process. So next module, which is a cataloging module. Generally, the cataloging is the process of creating detailed bibliographic records of library materials to organize and provide access to information resources. It is a list of resources available in the library. It will give a detailed bibliographical records of library materials. Obviously, it will enhance the efficiency by reducing manual work, and it will improve the accuracy and the uniformity. One thing you might have noticed, in manual cataloging, catalogers create separate cards for the authors, title, subject, cross-references, and analytical entries. Following a set of standards, we'll have the standard cataloging codes such as CSR to CCC, etc. And these cards then organize, these catalog cards then organize in based on the library rules like a classified order or the alphabetical order. But in the automated cataloging, the process starts by entering bibliographic details into a pre-designed worksheet similar to a data entry form, which conforms to a standard bibliographic format like MARC, CCF, and UniMARC. So that is why there are two interfaces you will find in the cataloging part. That is, one is the search and the retrieval. The first one used by catalogers to maintain the library database, the main cataloging module, and the second for users to search and display the results. That is the online public access catalog. That is the result of the cataloging, online public access catalog. In this cataloging process, the data will be transferred to the computer, resulting in a machine-readable catalog files and then product as a OPAC, online public access catalog. This automated cataloging allows for the import of bibliographic details from the centralized cataloging agencies to other libraries, as well as the export of a library records to the other systems. So this is an advantage of cataloging. If once you are using a standardized cataloging system, we can import the bibliographic records from one centralized cataloging agencies to another agencies or another libraries. So this approach reduces cataloging cost per unit and ensure greater consistency. And the adoption of the standard Z39.50 protocol facilitate the downloading of bibliographical records from other libraries and enables global access to a library's collection through web OPAC. The web version of online public access cataloging we call as a web OPAC. So this web OPAC or the OPAC is a computerized system that allows users to search, view, and manage the library's holdings, including books, journals, multimedia resources, and other materials. OPAC modernize both patron and library staff interactions with the library collections. This we already discussed. The web OPAC is an online version of the OPAC. The key features of OPAC, as we all know, search and discovery. Search and discovery is one of the major features of OPAC. You can easily search and discover the resources. And it has a user-friendly interface. Many software companies, we can find the user-friendly interface is given in the acquisition as well as the catalog and other modules. And it will be available to checking if anywhere. Next feature is availability checking. You can check the catalog anywhere, anytime. And it has an integration with other library systems. And you can remotely access, and it will enhance the user interaction. There are some benefits of OPAC. Let us discuss. The first benefit we can say the increased efficiency in library operations, enhanced user accessibility and engagement, improved resource management and tracking, data-driven decision making, efficient inter-library cooperation, increased patron satisfaction. These are the major benefits. It's self-explanatory, major benefit of OPAC. So, dear learners, we can sum up today's lecture. The automation of acquisition and cataloging in libraries has revolutionized how resources are managed, improving efficiency, accuracy, and accessibility. By automating these functions, libraries can streamline the ordering and processing of materials and ensuring that resources are promptly available to patrons. And this automated cataloging system enhances the data consistency and allowing users to locate information quickly through standardized digital catalogs. And additionally, automation reduces human error. Additionally, automation reduces human error, save time, and allows library staff to focus on more specialized services. As libraries evolve the digital age, automated acquisition and cataloging process remain essential for supporting the seamless delivery of information and enhancing user experiences. So, thank you, dear learners. Let us take these discussions further in our next class, as each topic we cover adds another layer to our understanding. Thank you once again. Take care.